Home is a special thing. Typically, home can be a very disastrous thing too. I recognize that. But typically, when you say home, it should be something like, and if it's not, hopefully it'll become that for you sometime, where home is like, man, you can kick off your shoes, you can be yourself. It's just a safe place, right? Every human being in all of human history wants a place to belong, a place to be safe, a place to kind of go through the world, go through the day, and land somewhere where they know they are welcomed, right? And they're safe and they're a part of something. It's home. So home has all these different things. It's not just a house, it's a home, right? That has more powerful meaning to it than just thinking about a house. At the same time, Jesus knew that in his culture context, things like sheep going into gates and sheep pens was very much like what the human would want from a home. In the video we just saw, I think it's very powerful looking at this young man that's like all over the city of Chicago, and he finally comes to walking through the gate, which leads him to home. And I don't know if you caught it, there's a little bit of a symbol walking through the window in the back. It's my favorite part of that little short film is you see a character, either his mother or father, opening up the door and saying like, man, mijo, right? My son, come on in, right? There's something about coming home. It's a powerful thing to our hearts. We all want a home. So Jesus describes human beings to be like sheep. A good modern day metaphor for us being like sheep is childhood, being kids. As kids, we need a home, guidance, and protection. Children can easily wander off without guidance. I've been there many times. In John 10, Jesus is breaking down the fact that we are like sheep, needing to follow his voice and receive the care of an authentic, certified shepherd to get home. Through this picture, he emphasizes our need to know who to follow and who not to follow. We all have many voices telling us what to believe and acting as our spiritual guides to God. Jesus draws a line between himself and all other teachers. He makes the point that outside of a true shepherd's care, that we're in danger. What kind of danger? Simply put, a life lived outside of God's guidance can equal a deceived life here on earth and one that won't lead to everlasting life with God after death. This picture may seem weird to us in a modern day context, but don't worry. Even the crowds around Jesus were confused in this passage. Thankfully, Jesus doesn't stop his illustration here. He continues in John 10 to speak specifically about himself being the gate to eternal safety with God. There's no other way to enter God's care, his presence, without knowing and trusting in his son, Jesus Christ. So I got a question. Who are the thieves and robbers that Jesus speaks about in this passage? Well, the thieves are anyone else who came before or after Jesus claiming that they were the middleman or the gate between God and mankind, or humankind, us humans. The thieves could be other religions, false saviors, or the let me get mine culture mentality that's all about us, deceiving you or me into not believing in Jesus as the only gate to enter into God's family. So how do we go through this gate, Jesus? Well, learn who he is, what he did on earth for you and me, and why he did it. Then, trust him for his claim. He is the gate to know God. It's a powerful thing, and he wants you to know God. Visualize getting home, walking through the gate, and being safe from harm under the care of a good shepherd and a father. This is a picture of paradise. Jesus is gathering up his little kids like little sheep from all the streets, neighborhoods, backgrounds, time periods of the world and calling them home. That gift, that gate is for me, it's for you, it's for your family, it's for your community. Jesus made himself the gate to God for all people of all time. So question, how about yourself? Have you heard him calling you home to know God by believing in what he did for you, dying on a cross, resurrecting from the grave, saying, man, I am the way to God, the way to forgiveness, the way to know God. I got you. Come to me, enter through me by believing in me, and you can know God, not just for this life, but forevermore. Is he calling you?